The big news from Honda last week was the official introduction of the RC213 VS, but along with the somewhat disappointing MotoGP-based replica announcement, American Honda announced updates for its 2016 CRF motocrossers. The CRF 250R receives significant changes aimed at adding more horsepower and improving handling, while the CRF 450RS updates are more subtle, after receiving more extensive updates last year, enough to win our Reader's Choice Best Dirt Bike Award. Also announced were the CRF 150R and CRF 150R Expert, which return unchanged for 2016. The CRF 250RS engine remains a 249 cubic centimeters single with a 76 8mm bore and 53 8mm stroke, but features new cylinder head porting, a lighter piston and a reshaped connecting rod. Honda also increased cam lift and replaced the steel exhaust valves with titanium ones, matching the intake valves, while increasing the compression ratio to 13.8:1, compared to the 13.5:1 ratio on last year's model. The exhaust system also gets a larger outlet diameters and a new header pipe resonator. While American Honda didn't release any numbers, its European counterpart claims peak power output has increased by 1.8 HP to 39.4 HP at 11,500 RPM, while peak torque increased to 20 lb-ft at 9,000 RPM from the previous peak of 19.5 lb-ft. Honda claims these increases were achieved without sacrificing performance anywhere else on the rev range. Honda also updated the fuel injection system and enlarged the left radiator to offset the extra heat generated by the updated engine. The suspension also gets some tweaks, most notably with a 5 mm increase to the fork. The separate front with triple air chamber, SFF tack, air fork from Showa now have reduced internal friction thanks to changes to the construction, shape and number of inner air seals. The air fork's outer cylinder chamber receives 80 kPa of air pressure, from 0 kPa, and now has a dedicated adjustment air valve. The air pressure in the inner and balance chambers are both reduced to 1075 kPa, 1200 kPa and 1125 kPa, previously. The updated fork also offers a wider damping adjustment range, now with 8 clicks of adjustment compared to 4 on the 2015 model. To balance the updates to the fork, the rear Showa shock now uses a heavier spring rate during the start of its stroke. Rebound damping settings went unchanged, though Honda updated the compression damping from mid-stroke as piston speed increases. The 2016 Honda CRF 250R arrives in showrooms in September with a $7,599 price tag. For 2016, Honda engineers focused on upgrading the CRF 450RS suspension. The 48mm KYB pneumatic spring fork is now 5 mm longer than the previous fork, while the outer tube offers more rigidity. Compression and rebound rates are firmer than on last year's fork, while offering a wider range of adjustment, increasing to 8 clicks from 4. The KYB rear shock receives more rebound damping in the middle upper range of its stroke, as well as a new Pro-Link ratio. The engine is unchanged from 2015, as is the three-way engine mode selection. Honda Europe claims a peak output of 53.0 HP at 9,000 RPM and 35.4 lb-ft at 7,000 RPM from the 449 cubic centimeters single. The 2016 CRF 450R will be in Honda dealerships in July, priced at $8,699. Returning unchanged is the CRF 150R as well as the Expert variant, which offers larger diameter wheels and a longer swing arm. The 2016 Honda CRF 150R retails for $4,990, while the CRF 150R Expert goes for $5,140. Expect both versions to show up in dealerships in August.